I know that this wasn't the year that we wanted. I know that our community works best when we're all together. But I want you to know that throughout this year, with all the Zooms and the videos and the social distancing, we stayed strong. We stayed together. We stayed connected. We connected through service, partnering with dozens of Greater MetroWest local service agencies, providing over 500 families with the opportunity to do service at home and still be part of the greater group, training adults in youth mental first aid and teens in CPR, hundreds of participants in gratitude car parades and anti-racism task force events. Our community relations efforts focused on advocating for racial equity and social justice. Even during the lockdown, we conducted our annual advocacy missions virtually so that our vital dialogues on social service funding, on Israel, and on supporting the nonprofit sector could be held with our local legislators.
It is so great to be here from Israel, live from Tel Aviv.
We connected to our beloved Israel, bringing over 1,000 people to our Global Connections programs. For several hundred of them, it was their first time coming to an Israel or global Jewish event. It's amazing to see how our community can try out new programs and explore new ideas. I'm so proud of them and of our Rishonim and Shlichim, our pre- and post-army Israel emissaries. We miss you guys and can't wait to host more of you this coming year. We connected to philanthropy with amazing briefings, unique virtual travel experiences, and inspiring speakers. 600 community members watched a riveting conversation between the creators of Founder on Netflix. Hundreds came to business and professional networking and educational programs. And over 500 people took part in our next door, next generation Lat Kavod Hanukkah party, which combined magic, music, and mitzvahs. We do these events, these meetings, not just because they help us raise the vital funds that support our programs and agencies. We do them also because they're incredibly inspiring and educational and uplifting. Bringing people together, even if virtually, helps build community. It helps us stay resilient and connected. I was blown away this year by the success of our Women's Philanthropy, which held some of their best attended events ever. It didn't matter if you were in Jersey or Florida or the West Coast or Israel, you're still Greater MetroWest. With over 220 awesome Lions of Judah at the virtual International Lion of Judah Conference, we were thrilled to have one of the largest cohorts of all. That message of caring, of participation, of showing up is at the heart of our work. Our Jewish Community Foundation funders helped distribute over $5 million to support pandemic fighting needs at home, in Israel, and around the world. That's an amazing message of philanthropy, generosity, and caring. This caring connects us to our survivors. 53 Holocaust Survivor Speaks programs, with 10 school classes having adopted a survivor. Thousands have taken part in our Holocaust Council educational events and programs. I'm also so proud of our work with the state of New Jersey to make sure that every survivor was promised and given a coronavirus vaccine in an orderly and compassionate way. We connected to our future. Hundreds of events and meetings for thousands of parents, teens, early childhood educators, day school programs. We raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to send more Greater MetroWest kids to Jewish camp and awarded hundreds of grants and needs-based scholarships for Jewish camp this summer.
Thank you, Federation, for my One Happy Camper grant.
Hundreds of teens have taken part in our programs. Dozens of agencies and synagogues have been helped with physical and threat assessments from our security platform. 93% of our synagogues and agencies say that they are now better prepared for threats because of the work of Federation's Chief Security Officer. We supported our schools, our synagogues, our agencies with security, with programming, with unique events, and with millions of additional dollars of emergency funding, because they are us and we are greater together.